Wanderers, welcome to episode 202. Episode 2 of, guess what, Smoke?
What's that?
Season 2.
How come he always asks you?
I don't know.
Because research has shown Smoke doesn't talk enough on the show.
Got it.
So I'm trying to limit your action and increase my buddy Smoke's here.
I appreciate you.
Before we jump into the meat and potatoes of this episode, I want to just give you a friendly reminder. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube. If you're not watching us on YouTube and you're listening to one of the other multitude of platforms, stop what you're doing right now, head on over to YouTube and subscribe. And while you got your little thumbs out, go ahead and check on our social media accounts. We're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, MySpace. Is there any other one, Smoke?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
There we go. Today's episode is brought to you by 4. Yes, Smoke. I repeat, 4 businesses. It's official. We've gotten that big now where we can charge enough that it takes 4 businesses to be our title sponsor.
You know it.
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe one day. But we do have 4 great businesses that are bringing you this episode. What 4 are they? Well, Mace, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Huntingburg Machine Works?
Yes.
Smoke. You ever heard about Gasser Electric?
Well, hell yeah.
And I'm sure we've all heard of Love Excavating. And let's not forget about CT Repairs. Your toilet, hot water heater, or furnace is acting up? Well, give them a call at Huntingburg Machine Works. Faced with an electrical issue or adding an addition and need electric work? Call Gasser Electric. Need a septic tank, some demolition work, or need to bury a water line or anything? Call Love Excavating today. Smoke? Your hot rod isn't running so hot? Well, damn. They've got CT Repairs to get you back on the road. And CT Repairs does oil changes, tire rotations, brake work, works on heavy equipment and farm equipment too. A big thank you to all of our friends at Huntingburg Machine Works, Gasser Electric, Love Excavating, and CT Repairs.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah, yeah. The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah, yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is November 1st, also known as All Saints Day, also known as the first day of November, also known as the day after Halloween. Good old Thanksgiving is only about 23 days away, but who's counting?
You.
I am. You're correct.
I might be counting a little bit.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But we're here, fellas. We're back in Smoker's Lounge. It is a little chilly, but
nice.
We haven't fired up the imaginary fireplace yet.
No.
Not yet. We're not there yet. We've had a little bit of a cold snap, but nothing that we can't handle. Nothing that we can't handle at all. So I think we'll be okay. But, yeah, fall has kind of turned into a little bit of rain, a little dreary, but it's okay because it is fall, and that's just the nature of the beast. So we've got an unnamed special guest in studio. The only other time that we've done this, we lost that episode. Actually, 2 of them, because the kids out in Rock Island there at the Rock Island establishment. Is it Rock Island? Crab Rock? Rock Crab?
Rock lobster.
Rock
Lobster.
Yeah.
So we are actually 0 for 2 when we have an audience. So
Well.
maybe this sweet guy over there on the couch who, at least he's wearing pants.
You know the movie, what was the movie, Half Baked?
Yes.
The dude that was squatting on the couch?
Oh, yeah.
The couch guy?
Yeah, we got a scotch.
We got a couch guy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Maybe that is. It's a couch guy.
Yeah.
And the great thing of it is he doesn't have a microphone.
No. Can't say shit.
Yeah, can't.
I mean, he can, but
That
Can't
would be
say shit.
that would be purgatory for you if we put you over there on the couch, wouldn't it? We got to do that.
Game over.
See what happens. Big fella, what do you got going on? How's your week?
Oh, man. You mentioned Halloween. Woo, did we come out like bandits? I don't think my kids are going to have, number one, any teeth left. Number two, they're all going to have pediatric diabetes. And sleep is nowhere in our forecast.
There we go. Good for them.
But other than that, put some miles in, walking around Huntingburg. Didn't walk much in Holland. Did a lot of driving.
I heard you lost your kids in Holland. Is that true?
Well, I didn't lose them.
Okay.
They had joined a caravan of trick-or-treaters, and then I had to play catch-up, and then I had to, try to distribute the third child with said caravan, and it was a little cat and mouse game for a while. But no, I did not lose my children.
Okay. I just want to make sure. That was the rumor.
But other than that, it's cold. It got cold, 29 degrees this morning. I don't want to smell asphalt anymore. We got a huge asphalt project going on the last couple days. Over 100 ton of, truckloads shoveling like a lot of asphalt. Water department, street department collaboration project.
that's good. You got to work together.
I'm sore.
Same team.
Very sore. But other than that, our party at the Gaslight
Oh, boy.
was an absolute
Oh, boy.
banger.
Oh, boy.
It was, I think David's words when I picked him up the next day to take him back to his truck was, man, that was quite the hootenanny. And I said, yeah, sure was a regular old barn burner, bud.
I'm telling you right now.
Big shout out to our friends Overdrive.
Overboard. Dummy.
Overboard, I mean, for the awesome performance, man. Those dudes, Alan and Derek, those guys are kick ass. And I'm glad we got them in our stable.
I tell you what, and we're going to talk to them, and hopefully we said, come on into the show, do it, because they're fans of the program. But I was a little unsure.
Yeah.
You don't usually see a two-man show.
Oh, man.
But I tell you what, they did not miss a beat.
No.
I mean, he was popping guitar strings, and Dave was nerding out because he's like, oh, he popped a guitar string. Like, that's his baby. Like, he's got to go to a backup. How's he going to sound? Oh, he sounds great. Oh, my God. Here he goes. Down the sideline. The 10, the 5, touchdown.
Every time he, God, that was awesome.
That was
every
good.
time that like
Curdy G.
the drummer Derek, every time he would want to like segue into another song, you'd hear him hitting that high crash. And Alan's like, whoa, I can't, man. I don't have my right guitar. I gotta tune this thing all the time. And then but those guys, they did a great job. It was an awesome time. A huge shout out to everybody that came out. I know we'll cover this more later, but other than that, man, this week it's only Wednesday, so the first few days. Sunday was a awesome day. You know why?
Didn't do nothing.
Didn't do shit. Watched a lot of movies, took a lot of naps. It was chilly outside. It was just it was a great weekend. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Is it one of your topics?
What?
Talking more about the Gaslight?
No.
Oh, you said we're going to talk more about it later.
I mean, I will maybe, or somebody surely will, other than me. But other than that, that's
okay.
all I got. What
All
you
right.
got, Smoke?
Well, I didn't haven't left the county this week, so that's good.
That's nice.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you. Glad to have you.
We got some awesome caricatures that we're going to have to find a place to put up.
Forgot about that. Yep.
Yeah, well, I don't know where we're going to put them yet.
That's in the details of
yeah.
the Gaslight thing.
I think I was going to hang mine up at home.
Oh, well,
I mean, not to be a me guy, but I didn't know they were for the lounge.
Oh,
I was even going to maybe put it in up at the office. But if we're going to put them in the lounge, I'm all
you
for
can
it.
take it to the office.
No,
my wife won't let me hang mine at home because she's got a very specific decorum, and I feel like it'll get more display here.
Pal, I've been into your home.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know why you're worried what's on the walls,
Why?
because sometimes there's just stuff everywhere. I don't know if there's,
Shots fired.
well, I mean, it's just
Wait till my
sometimes.
wife hears this.
She doesn't listen to the show.
I know.
And she's going to agree with
We
me.
do
That's
have
the
a
worst part.
trinket wall.
Yeah,
We do have a
I like the trinket wall.
We have a trinket wall.
Yeah, we've talked about it before.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
go
the
ahead,
caricatures are great. Our
Yeah,
friend
those are awesome.
Liz Wortman with Blondebrush, she's been super busy getting her. Huntingburg's got the Christmas stroll coming up.
I'm not sure how many unpainted windows there are in
I love it.
Du Bois County.
Support her. Support what she's doing. She's wicked good. She made us look good on caricatures.
Wicked pisser.
Dave is literally riding a turtle in his.
Love it.
And I
love
never
every
thought I've
minute
seen
of it.
Dave, like, I'm sure he was happy when he got married. I'm sure he was happy when the kids were born. But when he unwrapped his caricature and he's got his rose-colored glasses and this big goofy smile on his face with tie-dye and riding a turtle, Dave could have died then, got to the pearly gates and said, I've done it all. Like, I've truly made it to that point. So that's a solid spot for you, buddy.
Heck yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, good time out there. More people came than I really thought would come out and stayed long. Like, that place was packed all night. So that was awesome. The staff out there at the Gaslight took care of us all night. They did a great job because I feel like that was probably a pretty hectic shift
Shit show.
Oh,
as
God.
far as shifts go.
Hey,
Yeah.
but huge shout out to everybody that tipped their bartenders, too, because I heard they made out like bandits.
Good.
Good for them.
Yeah,
earned it.
Overall,
They
good
earned
night
it.
for everybody.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but so anyway, like I say, not a whole lot this week. Haven't left the county. Podcast life is the best life, and then the other life that pays the bills is going okay too.
Great.
Yeah,
Well, that's happy. I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Hey, and I'm happy for you.
Thanks, David.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you,
Happy
too.
for you too.
Hey, good thing for you, couch guy.
Especially because you two assholes didn't tell me you were wearing our polo shirts.
Yeah, well, we didn't want you to wear it anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't going to.
That's fine. We knew it. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
we
was going
told
to
you,
anyways.
we told you that you were going to wear it, you're like, I don't know.
I would have done it for the team.
don't really like how the fit, whatever. But
No,
I'll
the fit's
make it
not
work.
bad. Well, we played. I played well in it last
You
time,
did.
so I like it.
Just keep it in the closet till the next time we got money to win.
Got to go win the Velcro.
What you got, big fella?
Great week. Little hodgepodge with Halloween because Holland does it the night before everybody else. So kids were like back-to-back days up till 10 o'clock. So they had some late nights, but they did good. They loved it. It's wild because we're not big like walk the street trick-or-treaters. We're like we go to
Shocker.
we go to friends and family kind of deal.
I'm joking. You'll
And-
get there.
And so, like, we roll into these houses, and our kids are like, "Oh, I know this person, so I'm just gonna barge right in."
Yeah.
And so then, like on Monday, so in Holland, we stopped and saw Angie and Jerry, our friends at Toys Auto Parts. Shout out to them. Bought a new battery for Lady Tank. That's fixed.
Get it put in.
Easy, yeah.
Who did that?
I did. Yeah.
You
Oh,
see
yeah.
that crossbar support? I got a little intimidated.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a mess because I had to loosen up something else to move it to get it in because engineers are idiots and they just make everything a little tight.
Yikes.
Mechanical engineers, not industrial. Industrial guys are top notch.
Good grief.
Industrial guys, mechanical guys, go pound sand. Civil guys,
Go bounce.
well, actually, Garrett, that's shot fired at Garrett because he's a mechanic. I got friends that are mechanical and civil, so there's no winning either one of them.
F them and feed them fish.
Yeah. So, but then we went to some folks, that were just I coach with, Neil Messmer and Chad O'Brien. We get into their houses, and like the kids just barge in like they own the place. I'm like, whoa, guys, it's not how this works. Not everybody just wants you to come check out the house, like you're shopping around. So, but it's good. They had it. They had a lot of fun. So they enjoyed it and. Good moments there. And, there's nothing else to be said about Saturday. For those that came out, thank you so much. We tried to talk to everybody, shake everybody's hands. We met a lot of people, a lot of good stories about what the podcast means to them and, cracking jokes. And we look forward to you on Fridays. So that was really reaffirming. It's kind of re-energizing to have that. And, a lot of good people and, just loved it. Guy you work with, and then his son-in-law Logan works for the Du Bois County Sheriff's Department. So
Son.
shout out his son. Oh, that is his son. That's right, not son-in-law. So shout out to those guys. It was fun to talk to him and get to know him a little bit. But I hope I tagged our friends at Holland Events over there that if you're looking for a band that will rock.
Overboard. Man.
These guys will destroy, and we will be the biggest cheerleaders for them. We will.
We can maybe become their publishing agents or their like PR guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Well, and if
Publicists.
I'll say this, if Holland Events right now wants to give Overboard Friday night, we may pay that bill. We may sponsor them that night.
God, yeah, we will.
We will. We'll pack the beer garden. Them guys will come play.
Yeah.
And
That
hey,
is-
you know what was great? It was like it started to get past. They were scheduled to play just 9 to midnight, and then
we had to tell them to quit.
yeah,
Like, hey,
it was
boys,
1 a.m.
wrap it up.
It was 1 a.m. last song. So we had a blast. It was good. In one of my underappreciated but favorite months, I love Veterans Day coming up on November 11th. We got elections when this airs. Elections will have occurred.
Hot ticket
So, we can get back to our regularly scheduled TV without watching every mudslinging ad you could find.
I'm glad I don't have live TV specifically for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I do miss out on like some of the real gnarly smear tactics, but
Oh, it's unreal.
man.
But then, we'll Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. So, hey, how about we get into hour one?
Let's do it. I'm fired up.
All right. Before we get started, hour one is brought to you by... Tired of them boring white walls? What about something that shows your personality and a little flair? Well, we have the person just perfect for you. Blondebrush is your girl. Elizabeth will help you come up with a creative design that fits any room or business aesthetic. Add some team spirit to your man cave, put the perfect theme to your baby's nursery, or create a fun work environment for your employees. With Blondebrush, the creativity is endless. Call today at 812-351-2466 or email at blondebrush27@gmail.com. Create a creative creation today with Blondebrush. All right. What you got, Big Mace?
Hey,
Thanks to
a
our
lot.
friend Blonde Brush. Glad she's come on board. Hugely talented, great in-depth interview. We're big fans of hers. Smoke would hang a little bit of, drywall out here, or maybe some paneling. We'd have her paint just a Mount Rushmore of the Wondering Dutchmen.
Mount Wondermore.
Yeah, there we go.
Wonder Rush.
Oh, dang.
There we go. There we go.
So shout out to our friend of the program, Jessica Knoll, investigative journalist,
Oh.
co-host of the Investigators
with our buddy Uncle Todd.
with our buddy Uncle Todd.
Which, by the way, that was funny.
I didn't seem appropriate to post it on his Facebook.
Well, we'll send it to him off some other time.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Jessica was talking about, I can't remember, a couple episodes back, she was talking about that she took a little trip,
Oh, yeah.
a girl's trip with her mom and I think her daughter.
Yep.
And it was something like a bucket list type thing for them, and it was like marking something off. My topic reads, if I can find it, it says something like, these electronics, they're great.
Out of this list, see
Oh, and I never
attachment.
saw-
Yeah, it says,
Attachment.
out of this list, see attachment, which I didn't give you an attachment.
Oh, that's
so I'm
why I
gonna
couldn't
read
find
it to you.
Okay.
Which festival do you think would be best to travel to? So in the episode of The Investigators, Jessica was talking about her and her girls' trip. They went to a Bigfoot fest.
In West Virginia, of all places.
Was it in West Virginia?
I think it was West Virginia.
Because
Yeah.
I've been sitting here looking on the internet.
I think it was
trying to
West Virginia.
Find a different one. So I don't know exactly which one she went to, but for some reason, the Hocking Hills is what's popping up on me, but I don't think that's the one she went to. And if it was, that's great because I didn't obviously do enough homework today.
Sure.
But I went online and I looked up on the old Googler the top 10 quirkiest festivals in the United States.
Oh, so these aren't like normal festivals.
No
like
way, dude. No.
Bonnaroo or
No, hell no.
Coachella.
This is just like
Burning Man.
Yeah, none of that dumb shit.
Okay.
What I was saying is like real cool stuff. Americana shit.
Testicle Festival.
Like the Avon Duct Taped Fest
Oh.
or Mike the Headless Chicken Fest or Spam Jam
Spam Jam I could get going.
in Hawaii. Couch
Oh.
Guy's probably been to that one. He's motioning like that's a big thumbs up from the Couch Guy.
Yeah.
Roadkill Cook-Off Festival,
Probably in Texas.
West Virginia.
Okay.
Yep. Shrek Fest, where I would only imagine it would probably be in a swamp if I could guess.
No, bro. It's probably in a parking lot.
Yeah, it could be. But the number one most quirky festival, as per this website that I was looking at today, was the Cow Chip Festival in Wisconsin.
I was gonna say I've heard of that one before.
Yes.
in Wisconsin.
That was probably on one of those travel
because they
trails.
throw those.
Yeah,
they throw.
like frisbees. However, there's.
They get the mushrooms from under. 'em.
Oh boy, yes. Sea colors and everything else. But I was just thinking, like, of all the quirky ass festivals out there, if you could imagine what there would be or where, like, or if you've been to any, like that's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I was wondering about.
So which one would you pick off that list?
I don't know, man. I'd definitely hit up that friggin' Bigfoot deal there. Yeah, I'm a pretty big FTO sassy squatch deal there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely out there. I don't know if any of those on that list sound like anything I do other than, well, where were the first ones at?
Well,
Doesn't matter.
No.
I'd go to the one in Wisconsin. I feel like there's probably lots to do in Wisconsin.
for the cheese.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff in Wisconsin.
So another one that I would want to go to is it's just right over in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Okay.
It's the Mothman Festival.
That sounds awful.
You kidding me? You
I don't
never
know
heard
what
of the
the
Mothman?
Isn't that like a scary movie or something?
Jeepers Creepers.
He's like his fictional character that lives in the hills of West Virginia.
Fictional.
Okay. Okay.
Couch guys laughing. But yeah, so this year it was in September. It's in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And that was where in 1966 the Mothman was sighted. And that's what gave birth to the infamous red-eyed winged legend. People from all over the world gather around a charming main street to celebrate their favored cryptid during this kind of one-of-a-kind event. So it's like a cryptid. Cryptozoology is the genre of.
So he was seen in 66 and not heard of since.
Well, because his cover was blown. So
Went into the thicket.
this really
he's
isn't.
in the thicket.
This isn't. It's probably not going to surprise you guys too much on this one, but I'm out on a lot of those because I would imagine there'd probably be some good stories that come out of it, but a lot of weirdos at these kind of places.
Pump
Yeah,
the
you
brakes.
do. Yeah. So I think Spam Jam would probably be it because I am a culinary fanatic. But I would say probably outside of Spam Jam on that list you read, I think the Cow Chip Festival, because Wisconsin's beautiful, spotted cow beer, fresh cheese, curd, summer sausage. It's a good trip.
Oh yeah, there's
Real
all
good
kinds
trip.
of shit up there.
So
But yeah, I don't know. There was just a lot of festivals around town. Like around here, we've got obviously Herbst Fest, just in our county alone. Holland Fest,
Hayesville Ruritan Festival,
yeah, Turkey Trot.
Celestine,
All the
Schnellville
small
Street
towns.
Fest. They all got something going on.
Ferdinand Folk Festival.
So the Shrek Fest is in Wisconsin.
Oh,
I found the list again, Dave. I know I had to really struggle there for a minute. But the Cow Chip Fest is in Wisconsin. The burning of, this is going to be a tough one, Zozobra. No clue what that is.
Okay.
It's in New Mexico.
That wasn't even on the list.
Nope, because I skipped it.
that's
until right now.
dangerous to get out there.
Yeah.
I think like New Mexico.
Yeah.
there's a lot of weirdos out there.
Oh, I like it. It's dry. There's no humidity.
It's a dry heat.
Peyote.
It's a dry heat.
Peyote.
It's 130. It's a dry heat.
But you can ride motorcycle all year long out there and just have like a flannel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Dump a water bottle over your head, and 20 minutes later, you're dry. Nuts. Shrek Fest is in Wisconsin. Roadkill Cook-Off Fest, West Virginia. Number 5 on this list is the Blob Fest in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Number 6 on this list is the Frozen Dead Guy Days in Colorado.
Okay.
I would only assume that there would be frozen dead guys, and they would have a
What time of year is it in, does it say?
no
July.
No. Yeah.
I just assume it's on a mountain and somebody.
Well, I bet what it is. I bet it pays ode. it gives credence to back in the day, the old Undertaker. They just stack them up back in the coffins because the ground was too hard to dig. So I bet that's probably what this pays ode to.
Number 7 on this list is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Underwater Music Festival in Florida. For a music festival with a difference, head to the Lower Keys in Florida, which plays host to an underwater music festival held on Loo Key Reef. Bill Becker explains that the music festival encourages people to both enjoy and look at the coral reef. It's literally got a picture of a dude playing a guitar underwater. Like
I feel like that doesn't actually work.
I don't understand how that works.
Sounds like you use a lot of drugs before that.
Yeah. But yeah, the Frozen Dead guy.
Click on that. What is it about?
It says that the Frozen Dead Guy Festival was created in 2002 to celebrate Brendo Morstol, a dead man whose frozen body was stored in the town of Nederland, Nederland. Nederland. Festival goers can participate in a coffin race, a hearse parade, and a frozen T-shirt contest, among other death and ice related activities.
That's where I'm going.
During the March festival. A story goes that Brendo died in Norway in 1989 and was put on dry ice to be shipped to his grandson. Not even going to try to say this dude's name.
Bjorn.
Trygve. Take a stab at that one there, Hot Rod.
Say it again.
Trygve.
It's probably something like Trev.
Steve. Bauge. Bug. Bag.
Ball. It's probably ball.
Bog.
I think it's Trev Bag.
Trev Bag. Send it back to his grandson Trev Bag over in the USA, where he was cryogenically frozen. Brendo's corpse was then kept in the shed by Trev but when he was deported,
is way cooler than we thought.
He was deported.
yeah, but when he was deported for overstaying his visa, the storage of the frozen dead relative
Ended up on storage.
was passed on to his mother, Aud. When the town council found out that the dead guy was being kept in a shed, they made it illegal to store the whole or any part of the person or body, carcass of a human being or animal or other biological species which is not alive upon any property. However, thanks to his grandfather Claus, however, thanks to a grandfather clause and allowance was made for his grandpa Bredo. Oh God,
That is awesome.
Bo Schaefer, coincidentally,
Most normal name there.
Bo Schaffer, coincidentally known as the Iceman, is currently responsible for keeping Bredo frozen via dry ice. However, his body may soon be removed, be moved to the Stanley Hotel, which happens to be Stephen King's inspiration for the Overlook Hotel in The Shining.
Oh.
Holy shit. As the festival now takes place in a nearby Estes Park after John Cullen, the Stanley's proprietor, took over the event.
That's the one I'm going to.
Mind-boggling.
That's pretty cool.
I could go to Colorado in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's still there, I think.
Yeah. Sounds like it. That's
Unless
nuts.
it's like a 6-year-old article.
Well, yeah, it could be. I don't really know.
We'll have to dig into old Burrito to see if he's still.
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of shit, man. These fests are, nuts. That whole like going on a trip to go to a fest, like Lebowski Fest. That was another one. Friends of the program, Paul and Chris Schwinghammer.
Oh.
They go to Louisville. Lebowski Fest is in Louisville. And there's like a huge, gargantuous bowling alley down there. And they have like everybody dresses up like characters from the Lebowski, if you can imagine that. And I think it would be neat. Like everybody, in their genre. I think the people watching would be insane in certain different spots.
Yeah, I would agree. All right.
But that's all I had on that.
Yeah. So changing gears to something a little bit different, but
Oh, okay.
according to the Frozen Man Festival, probably pretty close. Hockey.
Oh God.
Hockey. So
I when I read this, dude,
so I don't know how it was still online,
tough spot.
but this past week over in I think Great Britain in a hockey league.
Way. Did you not see the video?
No, I saw the video,
Yeah.
but that's not something that would happen across the pond.
It was in England, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was like the EIHL.
Huh.
So anyways, so if you haven't seen it or haven't heard,
I didn't think those guys are that like.
they're former NHL players. They're just trying to get back to the league.
Yeah.
So what happened was there was an incident on the ice where a guy was kind of falling, and then it looks like some have said like it was just a freak accident. Some have said it was intentional because the guy kicks his leg up, but the skate slices the guy's throat, and then he bleeds out on the ice.
He gets up
Yeah, and skates off.
and skates towards the bench and then makes it almost to center ice, if not on that quarter of the ice, and then just
Collapses.
But
And-
the amount of blood,
oh well,
that son of a bitch was leaking, and he was leaking bad.
so and the worst, I saw it today. Like his family was watching on a live stream,
Yeah.
and like I couldn't imagine. So it's just T's and P's to his family. Like anybody,
You know where he died?
the hockey rink.
Yeah. There, that mouse just Bojangles his back.
Is he?
I just seen him. South Yorkshire.
South Yorkshire. That's more of a Irish accent.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to add into that because that was insane.
Well, so just hockey in general. We're in basketball country, and I
So we
spent
got a hockey team pretty close. Huh?
yeah the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And I spent
That's
some
a good
time,
time.
in the Great White North of Michigan, and they have the Grand Rapids Griffins, and they are
Dollar hot dog night.
yeah.
We heard all about that.
They were one step below the NHL, and they're the farm team development squad for the Detroit Red Wings. So we went in law school, like it was all the time. They had a promo where they had like a bunch of midweek hockey games, and if they won, your ticket got you into the next game.
Nice.
So there was literally a streak, like 6 or 7,
Yeah.
like free hockey tickets.
So this guy was a former player for the Penguins,
Yeah,
and then he
29 years old.
He goes over to in Nottingham to play for the Nottingham Panthers, and they were playing the Sheffield Steelers,
Yeah.
and the video of this, which
Do you think the
I
video
feel like
looks
it should-
intentional? Because
so I'm reading.
the
I'm
guy's
reading
leg,
this is a CNN article right now, and it says police are investigating the death of American ice hockey player Adam Johnson, who died Saturday after a freak accident while playing for the Nottingham Panthers. But it just goes on to spectators were asked to leave. The match was immediately suspended. He had died following the freak accident. He's 29 years old.
because if you catch across like all the way, which it looked like it did, and through like a complete sever, it's probably what, minute and a half, 2 minutes,
Oh no,
less than that.
if that.
I mean, it's a wild thing. But like hockey, like you don't think about that. I went to law school with a girl that was from Canada, and it's
From
just
where?
Canada,
Yeah.
up in Canada,
Hey,
and her like a cousin or somebody was,
they know all about hockey up there.
but he was a paraplegic because he was skating on the ice and somebody had lost their stick and didn't pick it up,
oh,
and he skated over it, tripped him, and he went right into the boards and his neck, and he ended up being like, it's a wild, like, and I think there's been a couple in the NHL where there's been like incidences like this where they've, fortunately it wasn't as bad, but I just, like, you think about football and everybody's like, the concussions and all that other stuff, but hockey players are a different breed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're big guys in general. They skate, they go fast, They hit each other hard.
They have no teeth.
They have no teeth.
Half of them are Russian
Or Canadian.
or Canadian.
That's probably not accurate.
You think that's a made up statistic?
The Russian one.
We don't make up statistics. Well,
Okay.
What do you mean?
that we don't make up statistics
Well,
here?
yeah, I know that dumb shit, but I'm just saying, like the fact that a majority of hockey players are Russian.
Are they?
Yeah,
I've never watched much hockey. I tell you what, I've watched all the Mighty Ducks movies, though, and there's never a Russian guy in that one.
Because it's Iceland they battle.
really. In the beginning.
No, not. I'm talking about 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
good cover up there.
Well,
pal.
no, it is. And 2, Iceland. Gunner.
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
You've never seen the Mighty Ducks?
Yes, 644 times.
Obviously not. If you don't know that they
Don't go into trivia because you'll humiliate the shit out of me because I was 12 when I watched it. But
I watched it a couple. Oh. So here's a funny story.
3 weeks ago.
So I had a trial in Pike County, major felony rape,
Yikes.
and there was a TV that they used to show like a jury video, and so
The Mighty Ducks are playing when it comes on.
no, so they had the jury video, but somebody had brought in the Mighty Ducks to watch or something. So, like, while the jury's deliberating, I'm sitting there, and I think I had co-counsel on this one because he needed a trial to get some certifications, and legitimately just sitting there watching Mighty Ducks. Like, this jury's deliberating. Like, we've had a 2-day long, like, rape trial, and I'm in there watching the Mighty Ducks. It was the first one, and I'm like...
What a wild deal.
They, bailiff knocks on the door, was like, hey, and I was like, oh, shit, the verdict's back. Damn it. He's like, oh no, hey, we're gonna go. We're grabbing lunch for them, so they're still deliberating. You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Go ahead. Like, watch the Mighty Ducks. But I watch the Mighty Ducks anywhere. I'll watch the Mighty Ducks anywhere. So, but I don't know. I thought it was weird. Like, talk about ways to go, like a freak accident like that. And he probably knew. Like, that's the worst part about it. There's that amount of panic, and then he just.
Oh, yeah. I imagine he looked up and went, well, it's the end of this road.
I doubt it. I doubt when he got up in full confidence. You could see on the video that he gets up in full confidence that he's just going to skate on over to the bench and try to get a napkin or something. And then just, lights out. Like, I feel like he passed out before he knew what was going on.
Yeah. It's just tough, but.
Yeah. Because you got to think, though, he's in the middle. Like, it was in the middle of a power play or maybe it wasn't in the middle of a power play, but like they were actively, like they were going at it. Like it was in the middle of the game. So his blood's pumping, his heart rate's probably way up. Blood pressure's probably in there. Not speculating anything, but maybe some getting juiced up prior to going out, some like pre-workout or something.
Probably listening to the Wondering Dutchmen.
Yeah.
Getting jacked.
Yeah. Or some sort of...
male waiting call, or
not that.
Male waiting calls.
Male waiting call?
Whale mating calls.
No, but I could just only imagine, obviously, when that kind of shit happens, then your adrenaline kick takes over, and you say 2 minutes.
Well, and the worst is like your family was watching.
All the kids at the hockey game.
Oh. Yeah.
And I feel like over there in England, sure land. I mean, that's gruesome for anywhere, but I imagine that's like way out there over yonder and, Crumpet Court. Or whatever.
Yeah, you probably don't catch that on the Queen's channel very much.
No, probably not. All right, Smoke, what you got?
Why doesn't music today hit like it did in the good old days? Like some Hank Jr., some daggone... like some of that old David Allan Coe, the Allman Brothers. So my oldest, he's Keith Whitley and Hank Jr. and all these, just who he likes to listen to.
Proud dad
That's
moment.
wild.
And he was like, Dad, I don't know, I just like this music better. I'm like, because it is better. And don't get me wrong, I like plenty of new music, nothing that's on the radio.
Right.
Well, Jelly
But
Roll's
just-
on the radio.
Yeah, that's not, well, okay. I'll give you that.
all right.
He's on the radio. But I don't know. I just I don't get as fired up. Like if Jelly Roll comes on, as I do if just randomly an old Keith Whitley like "I'm Over You" comes on, or Hank Jr. singing "I'll Think of Something" way back in the day, or David Allan Coe "Time Off for Bad Behavior." I tell you what, I can't tell you how many times I almost quit a perfectly good job for no good reason. I think David Allan Coe said it's time for some time off for bad behavior.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like before 1982, everything just was way betterer. I just don't get fired up listening to anything after that. I'm like,
Really?
oh, that's a good one. Like when I was coming to the Gaslight Saturday night, Keith Whitley came on randomly. I was kind of dragging ass when we got there. Took the boys for supper, took them home. Keith Whitley came on the radio like right as I was peaking the hill there by the water tower. And I was just grabbed a high gear and I was ready to go all night.
2 beers and 4 ibuprofen. And he said he was absolutely wound tight.
Wound for sound.
Fit to be tied.
When
boy.
when I rolled in and I saw the big beer in the hand, I thought, smoke's going.
Yeah.
Smoke is going.
I chose to drive that night. And
Glad you did.
I know there was some things that, we the thing is I thought maybe there were some things that we were going to have to handle. You know what I mean? Like one of us had to be, in case you did a good job too, like staying sober-ish.
I
You
did.
know what I mean? No. And I thought, and I got some of those heartbeat things going on. So I was a little spooked to get real drunk, but we really didn't have to take care of nothing. You know
What
what I
do we
mean?
had to take care of?
I don't know. Like if
Somebody gets rowdy.
yeah, or like if
you'd
the
just as
band.
soon be drunk if that was the case.
Yeah, God bless America here now. But I'm just saying, like, if the band. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is
Went off without a hitch.
you, my friend. Like, when you talk about, do you? If I had a way to play the video of you singing that Dwight Yoakam
that
song,
one wasn't the best ever.
yeah, bullshit. You, man,
She recorded it, didn't she?
I did too.
Yeah.
most of
I was
it.
going to say it was posted.
But you said earlier that they were a 2-man band. At one point, they were
Yeah.
a 3-man band.
Oh, Smoker up there.
because David Allen Smoker got up there and sang. What's that song called by Dwight Yoakam? I don't remember what it's
Fast
called.
as you.
Yeah, and you nailed it, my friend.
Dwight falls in that list. Of
I know.
Going.
You're right. Good Time Gold with our buddy Scotty Solomon Saturday morning.
Are you
But-
just trying to butter up to Scott after you?
Well, no. Shots fired there. I was just joking, Scott. I didn't mean that. But what, like, just that, yeah, that whole genre, Justine hates it. Does not like it at all. But, like, when I told Alan, the lead singer and guitarist of Overboard, I said, hey, listen, as Smoker progressively ventures onto this journey, he will definitely sing if you ask him to.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no shit. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
good. Like, he is good.
He's good.
Real good.
Now, I thought it was a little bit.
But you have to get something that's in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is that?
A practice would have been, like at least a run through would have been.
He said,
Rehearsal with the band.
he said, yeah, what the hell you want, a damn practice sesh? And he says, so what's his genre? And I said, old outlaw country.
Yeah.
Like Hank, David Allan Coe, Keith Whitley, all these guys. And he's like, God, I might know some Johnny Cash or some shit, And I'm like, oh. And he's like, but I think I'll come up with something, And then whenever he comes out and says it's a Dwight Yoakam song, I thought, oh, God.
I'd never seen Smoke move like that. He hurdled, got on stage, jumped up. I mean, he looked athletic and quick, but I thought it was kind of a little bit prima donna-ish when you asked for warm water and a lemon before you sang.
Well, you got to
Smoke.
get things, limbered
Did
up.
you
Don't
really
wanna
do
get-
that?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, wow. I mean,
I think he took a shot of Fireball and hopped on up
as
there.
a trained vocal professional, I could definitely see him taking a warm.
I need a lozenge, please. Can I get a lozenge for my voice?
Oh man, but yeah, I think another thing too, which I know people, musicians, like in today's time, they have battles and everything that they're dealing with, But I think the world's a lot different.
I think, yeah, well, that's
The world's a
probably
lot
pretty good
different
point.
now than what it was.
I think it
back
goes
then.
back to our buddy Todd McComas. our buddy Todd McComas said that there's a real concern in the world of comedians that you have these TikTok comedians that can do something funny for a 45-second bit, but they can't do stand-up.
They ain't got no chops.
And I think what has allowed things to happen for some of these artists, and you know, there's a couple that you can think of that Oliver Anthony or Anthony Oliver, like he's got one that jumps, and next thing you know, he's making money hand over fist. And they all sell out. They all sell their soul to the devil. That's how they make money. But you look at what you can do. You can put a viral song out there, and the generation of like used to, like, it was a bad thing to be a one-hit wonder.
Yep.
And now I think artists are okay with it because there's a little bit of fame, and then you can go be a B or C-list celebrity somewhere, get on a couple of reality shows, have a substance abuse problem, maybe a domestic violence charge on you.
Yeah.
But I mean, you see it all the time. But like, it's just, there's these rappers nowadays that you hear their name, and I get it. I don't keep up on the rap game, but it's like you don't even know who these guys are, and then you go look, and they've got some following because they've got some person. I'm not going to throw any shade or down talk anything.
Throwing shade.
But you got somebody that's recording them walking down the street somewhere, and they're throwing up signs and lyrics that don't make sense to some kind of beat that wherever they get it from, and that's all of a sudden becomes like what the rap game is.
Could you imagine if?
Which I'm highly unqualified to talk about the rap game.
Could you?
But I lived through Biggie, and which, by the way, did you see they charged that guy with Pac's murder?
Yep, pretty nutty.
They won't convict because Pac's alive.
You think?
No, he's dead. Them bullets ate him up in the back of that
him
vehicle.
and Elvis are kicking it somewhere.
Yeah.
And but no, could you imagine if somebody would be booed off, or not booed off stage, but like too drunk to go out on stage now? What would be the repercussions for that?
Eviscerated.
You know what I mean? Like they would be
Your record, your album company would drop you.
You're
Your
shot.
management would drop you.
You know what I mean? Which I know, like Morgan Wallen.
George Jones is my hero.
Morgan Wallen got.
Hey, by the way,
T's and P's.
since you brought up Morgan Whalen,
Yeah.
our biggest fan of Morgan Whalen fan club president, Natalie
Bratt.
Ingram,
She was there.
so excited that Cole Wetzel and Morgan Whalen are going out on tour together, that she's going to be able to see two of her favorites at one stop. She's so excited. She's ecstatic. When I saw her at our shindig at the Gaslight, I think she was shopping for tickets while we were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Nat Brat,
Put your
because
phone
you're-
up.
Because, well, one, put your phone up, but two, as president of the Morgan Whalen fan club and a huge Cole Wetzel fan, huge Cole Wetzel fan, huge Cole Wetzel fan, that maybe, you'll just get tickets sent to you because you're such a big backer. Yeah. Oh, Nat Brat. Shout out, Nat Brat.
But anyway, like I just think that these people nowadays.
Well, maybe you guys hit the nail on it. Maybe just ain't no soul in it. No.
Well, there ain't.
Well, there's not.
They're just looking for clicks and views and likes
and what plays on the radio. If you listen to the radio and you close your eyes, they're all about the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the deep down devil inside of it with the beats and what they do and do this and do that. But there's a reason
think-
why some of these real artists don't get played anymore, because they're not playing to that. Just like we're looking for that logarithm to hit. They know that there's a certain recipe for songs that they have to hit, and then that's what it is.
Auto-tune killed.
T-Pain.
Auto-tune killed like good country music. Not you know what I'm saying? Like
And T-Pain.
and T-Pain, yeah. But like we could, I don't know, man. We could talk about this shit for hours because like you go back, like you come in there. I've come into the shop. That's what I told Alan, the guitarist, Overboard guy. I said, hey, there'll be times I come in here and David's having. You could definitely tell what kind of day David's having. Like I came in here the other night and he's like sitting here like this, no sunglasses on, and Hank Jr.'s Weatherman's playing.
Yeah, he's down a
You
little
know
bit.
what I mean? He's down in the dumps.
Our buddy's
you know
down a
what I
little
mean?
bit. But hey,
But then
if
the
that-
other
But
time
then he
you
came in tonight, and Hank Jr. was playing. And
yeah,
if
but then
he's
you
got
come in
if he's got
tonight,
CCR
or,
freaking
yeah,
chopper
Vietnam-
mix on up loud.
music, chopper music playing. We're better buckle up. It's in for a good night. But
Yeah, we I think which there was a really good comment on one of the YouTube videos that was like, you guys are just going to throw away the 60s, because it was that clip with Red where we were all kind of like the 70s was great, but you could say the 60s was excellent as well. But I mean, they sang about stuff that was real and that mattered, and lyrics that made sense. Like there was it was on I was watching it on YouTube TV. It was in the morning, and it was a commercial for some rap song that they were pushing out. And I went and looked the lyrics up, and I thought a 5-year-old wrote it. Like, and that's the problem. Like, there's no feeling into it. And you look at like who writes their own music. If somebody, or if it's a small team of a couple people write those songs, it's going to be a great song. If it's a team of 35 people, shout out Kenny Chesney, that 35 people wrote this song. Like, it's just not. It's overproduced, overhyped. And that's the problem with it. These guys that go out, that's why, the Zach Bryans of the world, the Tyler Childers of the world, who's that guy we listen, Cody Jinks, who's the other guy that we listen, Coulter Wall,
Chris Knight,
a
lot of those guys,
Sam Bart, Ryan Bingham, those guys that sing their songs and sing those lyrics, like, you like them because you know that it's not, who here believes Luke Bryan?
We're going to rock out on this pause.
I know.
Who thinks Luke Bryan lives that back road lifestyle, chasing bucks and being a peanut farmer? He gets red clay on his boots.
Cowboys' butts drive me nuts.
Yeah. So I don't know, but we probably offended some people. We probably upset some people, but I
bring it on
care.
TikTok 699er.
They're just too fat to hear good music.
Hey, get the little Debbie snacks out of
Speaking
your
of being
ears.
too fat, I can't wait to smash one of them glizzies. We'll be right back.
This pause for the cause is brought to you by Rabbit Roofing. Do you know when the last time your roof was replaced? Did recent storm damage cause you to lose some shingles? Are you interested in some gutter guards? Well, good news, our buddy Zach of Rabbit Roofing can handle it all. Free estimates with a quality assurance and an experienced team, Zach and the fellows are able to get you the new roof you've always wanted. Whether it's replacing an old roof or putting the first roof on new construction, Rabbit Roofing is the company for you. Listen, we wouldn't recommend anyone that we didn't trust with our own roofs. I know Rabbit Roofing's been down to repair some spots for Big Mace, and I know Rabbit has taken care of a barn for my dad, and my dad's on the books for a new roof on the house. Rabbit Roofing is booked up for 2023, but now is the time to get on the books for the spring of 2024 and later. Don't hesitate. Give Zach at Rabbit Roofing a call today, 812-639-7268, and tell Zach the Dutchman sent you. Hey,
we're back.
And we're back. A very big thank you to our buddy Zach Landerbrake. Rabbit Roofing. You're not going to see our big asses on a roof. Give Rabbit a call today. Get your roof scheduled. Get on his spring. Get him up there next year. Don't wait. Guy does a heck of a job. Local, hardworking kid, good family.
Did the roof on this.
And by the way, he was talking to me about the church job they were doing. And we were talking about those harnesses. He said he's got some of them good harnesses, hold up to 900 pounds. So we'd be okay.
You know what? I believe him. I ain't calling him a liar.
Hey, Dave,
Yeah.
I just got one more thing from your wife.
Yeah.
She said your Viagra cost $20 more this time than it was the last time.
Well, got to pay for good time.
Holy cow.
Well, first,
You really take dick pills? I didn't think so. She's such a jokester.
are you kidding me? This guy drinks enough beer to keep that blood thinned.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's no problems there. Hey, let's get to hour 2, though.
Yeah, let's get right into it, Mace.
Hour 2 is brought to you by our friends at Catering by Meyer. They've been with us a long time, and we appreciate that. Deep down, we are foodies. We love to eat. It's not some big secret. Just ask TikTok user 679. He or she feels like we eat too much. Well, hell with TikTok user 679. You have a celebration coming up? Call Catering by Meyer. You have a holiday party coming up? Call Catering by Meyer. You have a wedding coming up? Yes. Please, call Catering by Meyer. Or hell, maybe you just want to have a little shindig to celebrate your life. Guess what? Call Catering by Meyer. Reach out today. The fellas at Catering by Meyer will meet every goal you set with delicious food and superb service.
Hey,
Hey. Big thanks to our friends at Catering by Meyer.
That's right.
They do a heck of a job.
been in it for the long haul.
The long haul.
They've been around a while. They've earned
Yeah.
their stripes.
Yeah, they really have. We appreciate them over there.
Yeah.
Bubba and Jared. They're good folk. Hey, good people. We deal with good people.
We support
Good
those
people.
who support us.
That's right.
very true. Mace, what you got?
So we were talking earlier. Today is November the 1st. November the 1st is, to some, eat about a go time.
Oh, Orange Hat Brigade.
Yeah, eat about a go time. And with that being said, it's deer hitting season.
Just about took out 2 on the way to pick up a kid for basketball.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're moving.
Exactly. So with this cold snap we got coming on here,
Could you do that again real quick? Is that
Yes,
on the
sir.
board or is that you?
That's me.
Do it again.
that is terrible.
Couchman just jumped off the couch. He is no longer on the couch. That's some bitch on the floor. Looks like a fish out of water flopping around.
Wowzers. Wow. But what I was saying is, before that god awful laughter there, it's deer hitting. It's deer hitting season. Deer hitting season. Yeah, baby.
Well, them deer are in heat.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you got any. Did you see his
I
eyeballs?
saw. He got
If
wide.
you've got any deer hitting stories, this is where I'd like to hear them. You got any deer hitting stories? You ever hit a deer?
I have not personally. My lovely bride last year collected one with Lady Tank. Did a significant amount of damage. Took her just right down the road here and did a wonderful job. But Janelle has actually collected a couple of them since we've been together. She got one out there on the heading towards Beaver on the backside by the dam. She collected one that just mashed up the front of the Equinox. And then she's gotten this one with Lady Tank.
Wow.
So, yeah, she's collected a couple.
Quite the deer magnet.
Yeah. So my theory of it is obviously try to be paying attention. And then the other one is if I see it, I'm going for it.
Shots fired.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying my wife wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
I'm just saying don't be looking at your phone. Don't be adjusting the radio, especially.
Firing up the mic on the old CB.
Yeah. And I might not be as avid hunter as some, but I do know where deer cross and move through. And I think that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
If you know their patterns and where they're moving and where they're coming and going, and hey, that field's got some corn still up in it, or there might be a few beans still loose that they might be munching on. Like, that's the stuff they're going for. So you just got to keep an eye out.
Hell yeah.
So that's all I got.
I only ever hit one deer. I was driving south on 231 out of Crawfordsville, heading back to Brazil, Indiana.
You didn't want to say Brazil because it upset
No,
you?
because everybody gets all upset.
I did
when
not.
say
I said
Brazil.
it one time.
Oh,
That's all it takes.
That's all you had to say. It was one.
Yeah, one time.
And I was driving down the road, and I seen this deer coming, this buck, and he kind of come up I was heading south, and he kind of come up a hill, and it goes up. You know, like right up in there. It's kind of into a hillside.
Yeah. Little step up transition there.
And I was driving my 1998 Ford Escort at the time.
Oh, boy.
And I seen that big SOB up there on the side of the road, and I slammed on the brakes. And that partially drank case of Budweiser that was in the trunk. Because I put it back there because I didn't want no scuffles about have you been drinking tonight. I'm like, well, how could I? It's in the trunk. But when I slammed on them brakes, it slid forward with enough speed that it popped the seat down. Because in a 1998 Escort, the seats fold down to get to the trunk in case you got to haul something big.
Right. Real big.
So when that
Heavy
happened,
hauling.
I got scared of the beers falling. So I made like 50 cents and I gun it. You know, the GUNIT.
Yeah.
And to get him going back again. And about that time, that big SOB, like he had just kicked off his back legs, like like this,
Yeah.
and I
Could you do that again for the camera?
and I,
This is why you got to watch the show on YouTube, folks.
and I clipped his back hoof.
Just one hoof, you think?
Yep, put a little dent in the hood there. A 1998 Escort ain't got a whole lot of thickness to the sheet metal. You
No.
know? But no beers bust, and not even a headlight broke, and we just grabbed a couple of the beers that didn't make it back to the trunk, put them in the front seat,
Drank him on the way.
cracked a cold one, and made my way on home.
So I hit one. I've hit a few, and I hit one when we were working at the mine, driving back and forth in the old Bonneville, and that son of a bitch is like a Sherwin tank. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows about the Bonneville. That bastard. You could have put a damn dozer blade on the front of that bastard, and it'd have been fine. Pointy, real pointy front end. Very aerodynamic. I think the most iconic deer hitting story that I've ever been involved was we were once again driving to the mine, night shift, a few miles would be east of the Arthur Junction, a couple hills, some Sugar Ridge ground on both sides there, right before you get to the big Triad Blackfoot mine there. Friend of the program, Mr. Gene Beaner Wampler,
Oh, Beaner.
was behind me in some sort of small, extremely small car.
Yeah.
Like a Chevette or what the hell was it?
A Dodge Omni,
Yeah, or a
Geo Metro.
something extremely small that I couldn't get in. I don't know what it
Dodge
was.
Neon.
No.
Ford Festiva.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know what it was. He'll tell me. But I hit a deer hard with my pickup. I was driving a white Chevy pickup. Called it the White Rocket too. But
So this is White Rocket 2.0.
well, no, that's White Lightning out there. White Rocket was the white truck.
Okay.
I hit that son of a bitch square, causing it to fly up in the air.
Did you get a twofer?
Beaner was behind me,
Oh, I can see where this is going.
and he was close enough to my bumper that it cleared his car.
Nice.
And had it not cleared his car, it would have been tragic. Like,
Bad news for him.
yeah, it had probably landed in his lap. Because, I mean, that car and the trajectory angles and everything else,
Oh, yeah.
no bueno.
CSI Mace.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just with the angles and how that works there, the old geometric square there, how it's, it's there.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But I know for a fact that I've also hit a cow.
We've told the cow story.
Yeah, we talked about that. I've hit turkeys.
That was a brown truck, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, 1988 Chevy Cheyenne.
There you go.
Yeah, 305 automatic.
I could still make shine.
Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, no, I just hitting deer, man. It sucks. Happens all the time. We were going through Alabama, wasn't it? Alabama, or were we up in
Oh, yeah.
Tennessee somewhere?
They said I ran over a rug. I don't think that was a rug.
I did not run over a dead deer. Like, it was not a dead deer.
over
Like,
a rug.
This was
Who the hell is a rug in the middle of
This
the
was a
interstate?
flat ass rug, and then like right before that, Justine's like,
There-
"Oh
no,
look,
there was
there's
an antler."
There's a deer antler in the road," and I'm like, "Oh,
It'd
I
been
didn't
separated
see
from
shit.
his body.
I didn't see nothing." And Dave keys up on the walkie-talkie. He's like, "Hot damn! Did you see that antler in the road?" And I look over at Justine. I thought, "Well, son of a bitch."
He said, no, I just seen that rug I run over. I was like, that wasn't no rug.
There was I forget where Janelle and I were on our drive back or drive down. I think it might have been the drive back. There was a couple that cut across the interstate,
Oh yeah,
and that stretch between
you're gonna lose us here, bud.
Bowling Green?
670.
yeah,
miles
stretch
one
between
way.
Bowling Green and Owensboro.
Oh, you know that one stretch there. When you come through
stretch.
there, yeah.
That lunch stretch
Oh,
on the,
yeah, that's
on the
it.
interstate. But there was, and I told Janelle, I was like, that would really ruin a guy's day.
Oh gosh.
Like that, especially on the
Yeah.
interstate, at the high rate of speed.
Or if you're going like on your way there.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Them old boys in the rock trucks that collect them, because they'll collect them.
Shirley hit one today.
Oh.
Yeah, with semi. But they got them big.
Eviscerates
They
them.
got them. Yeah, that's what he said. You know what I mean? It's just like literally just a boop and they're done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Some
it's
of
just
them, if they get
smearing
like some of
through.
them though, if they jump and they get up, like if they're
Yeah.
running through and they jump and they get in there, they can do a lot of damage.
Have you
to a
seen the video of
One
the
going into the camper.
the camper?
truck. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, it's
Goes
terrible.
crazy.
So yeah, Josh said he was by the Mifflin Bridge. I can't remember what bridge he was talking about, but by the Waffle House, right there, coming somewhere. Anyway, but
Waffle House.
yeah, like down towards Corden, I think somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, they run a route down there.
yeah.
Oh.
And he said, he said, I just make sure I didn't hit any drunk bastards coming out of Waffle House at 1 o'clock in the morning, you know. And then all of a sudden, here comes this damn deer out of nowhere, and bam, you know what I mean? But they got them big deer killers on the front of them. Every one of their semis do now. You know, they're just
I imagine it worth their weight.
nothing but hair and blood and ass all over the front of the truck.
You just wash it up. when
good
you get
power
back to
wash
the
to
shop.
take care of that, but.
Hell,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I don't know. There's a lot of people that hit deer a lot of times. We were going to Dale hauling asphalt the other morning, and traffic stopped just south of Huntingburg on 231. There's a car there. It's all, and this individual, lucky that they were able to get their vehicle off the road without any further harm, but like airbags deployed, like side curtain airbags, front impact airbags, like the whole cotton picking works
Shooting
there.
match.
You know what I mean? Like they're all, and you can't drive with them damn airbags everywhere, you know? And
Well, the good news is you got them airbags there in case.
well, I know, but if you hit a deer and the airbag's going off when you're going 65 mile an hour and then you can't see a damn thing in front of you, what's going to happen when you're trying to get stopped?
Well, the airbag's already there.
Really, David?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but what about the other people that you could potentially hit or?
Hopefully they got airbags.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah. Well, that,
Anyway.
They say the insurance company says not to dodge them deer. If
go right
see
at 'em.
one, you just hunker down, bear down, and go.
Yeah.
yeah, let her eat.
Yeah, let her eat and hope you just catch the front half so you can still harvest the back straps.
That's right.
That's right.
That's all we want.
Have you ever eaten back straps out of a roadkill deer?
No,
I have.
not surprised.
It is fresh.
Yeah.
Never hurt.
No, never heard.
No, hell no. I mean,
especially-
I would literally watch the deer die.
It's like oysters of the road. Like
I
they
don't
just,
know that it is, Dave.
You're a
well, you
fucking
just said last
idiot.
week you like the oysters because it's like they're just down there, happy, alive, knowing no different. And the next thing you know, you're eating them. Yeah.
Dunzo.
That's a tough spot.
That's a wild deal, David.
Yeah, it is.
Here we go.
David is a wild deal. So I was wondering about questions you love to hear and questions you hate to hear. So, for instance, I was coming through the drive-thru a while back, and I was somewhere that served Coney dogs, and the lady goes, "Hey, you want one of them 6-inch Coney dogs, or you want a foot-long Coney dog?" "Well, ma'am, I don't mind if I do, but I think I'll take the foot-long Coney dog." And I was like, that's a hell of a good question you hear through there. You know,
yeah.
Usually it's no, we don't have that, or, well, we're short on this, or whatever it may be. But
Sorry, our machine's broke.
yeah. But this lady goes, "You want the 6-inch Coney dog or the foot-long Coney dog?" And I said, "I'll do the foot-long Coney dog." Another question I love to hear: do you want another beer?
Oh,
That's
good.
always a good one. Do you, there's a bunch of them.
Like, do you want a hot apple pie with that?
Yeah.
That would fall into the don't like to hear category.
Yeah. And then, some questions that you don't like to hear is when the missus says, "Hey, do you have time to talk?" Well, nope, sure don't. I'm busy. But I just wanted to, I was kind of wondering about it. And, there's some starts there, but I didn't know if you had any questions you love to hear. And then, questions you really, one question you probably never want to hear is, "Are you inside yet?"
Like the house. Like, are you in the house?
Uh,
In the house, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it was.
Yeah. Huh. No.
Giving it all I got, Captain.
Well, there's that. Do you want ranch or blue cheese?
Oh,
That's a
a good one.
question. Do you want celery Yeah. Yeah, I'll take celery with the blue cheese.
Yeah.
I'm a ranch guy, but yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you a question that I've been asked plenty of times, and I can't think of. I don't know if I can think of many examples when it was ever not a bad thing. And that's, have you been drinking tonight? No matter who asks, I'm always in trouble.
Yeah.
Sometimes in more trouble than others, but, you know.
Do you smell that?
Oh.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah. Because, I mean,
Or sometimes, like what it's been in parent mode. Do you want me to pull this damn vehicle over?
oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Do you want, yeah, same in that same vein. Do you want your ass beat?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very good point. There's just a lot of the food ones, because the wait staff, they know, certain places. Do you want to upgrade that baked potato to a loaded baked potato? Well, ma'am, yes, I do. I think I will. Living on the wild side.
Who the hell eats a plain one?
Hey, do you want? And our buddy Scout, he'll do this, and he knows the answer. Do you want a 16 or do you want a 22? Come on, Scout, you know us.
Hey, he just doesn't know when a fella needs to be watching the pennies.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, you want me to throw another log on the fire? I think you ought to.
I love this game.
Yeah.
I love this game.
Some more bad questions. Do these pants make me look fat? No, honey, you look great.
Oh,
you look great in
God.
anything you wear.
I just, man. I have told, Couch Guy's got things going on with it. We have told, my wife has told me, she has asked me so many, she doesn't listen to the show, so I'm safe here. We're in the trust tree.
You're about to get out of the trust tree.
But she has asked me so many wardrobe-based questions.
Uh-huh.
And I just don't like it. Yeah. I just, like the other day, we went somewhere, and she was wearing like a hoodie and a pair of yogi pants, and like just, I think she had a hat on, like just.
Yeah.
It might have been the day we went Sunday when we come pick you up. We knew that we were going to go drop David off, swing by our parents, get a thing or two, hit the old MacD's, and then go straight back to Naptown, like napping in not like Indianapolis, but like in our house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I told her, I said, I like when you just naturally look comfortable and good, like whenever like I don't know, like
That's a very loaded statement.
I respect
comfortable and good.
You know what? Like I
As
feel,
opposed to comfortable and shitty.
Yeah. Like sometimes
You
she
raggedy
gets damn you, old freaking hag. Like sometimes she gets real frustrated because her hair is not working right, or her clothes aren't pairing well, or she doesn't know what shoes to wear, or should I wear this shirt or that shirt, and and I'm like, I'm sitting here in a pair of khaki shorts and a t-shirt, you know what I mean?
And speaking of double standards,
what do you mean?
you know how many times and how often my wife says to me, "Is that what you're wearing?"
Yes, and you and another friend of mine that I will leave nameless, his wife roasts his ass all the time about what he's wearing.
Yeah,
Is
Jen
it
does
Shirley?
not like.
I'm not saying anything.
Is it Shirley?
I'm not saying anything. I told you I wasn't saying any names.
Blink both eyes if it's Shirley.
I didn't say nothing. But like we'll be sitting somewhere and like he'll come in late after work or wherever, and she's like, "Oh my God, you wore that?" And I'm like, "Bitch, I will break your nose." You know what I mean? Like, yes, this is what I wore. And I like it,
I will say,
Apparently, I wear that tie-dye shirt that we got way too much.
Well, she was giving you shit at Buc-ee's on that deal, like
Anytime I wear it,
yeah, that's dumb.
I think
Jenna,
I'm great in
that's
it.
dumb. You look great in that
I
shirt.
appreciate you.
And you would be doing my mom a disservice by not wearing that shirt.
Yeah, I love
that's
it.
true.
It's my
That is
favorite
true.
Shirt.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad husband, and maybe I am. But like my wife and I, we don't have a whole lot of those conversations, and like because she doesn't get dressed up very often. Like she doesn't do the makeup, and very simple. Throw on a pair of blue jeans and she'll go something comfortable. But I don't know. It's weird. Like think it's that veterinarian lifestyle. Like, doesn't get.
And with your
Just gonna
younger,
get shit on
let's
it
say with your
anyway.
younger
Yeah.
kids, like when your kids are young, you know what I mean? That you got to plan for getting shit on.
And like, I'm
your
the
shirt.
ultimate, like, not going to dress up guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm shorts and long sleeve, like,
All day
90% of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
Actually, it was funny you should say that. We were trick or treating Monday night, and I think it was like 45 degrees outside. It was the first like pretty good cold snap night when everybody was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit!" Like the kids are coming up.
Yeah, my house has done like 56 degrees, and it's
you're-
amazing.
You're stupid. Anyway, he told me that today on the phone, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't. I'm freezing to death. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. Like, how do you survive?
You walk around in a parka with socks and shoes on.
Shorts and a t-shirt, and I wear shoes in the house anyway. I've got real high arches. I can't walk around barefoot too long.
Oh, God. No, don't forget those
I
bitch.
think we might have had a phone issue go on. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, that's going to affect both of those.
Yeah, that one will be going soon, probably. Yeah, it'll be fine.
That's okay.
Where's you won't be in any of it. We probably should have put mine in the middle. Okay, anyway, so let's go ahead and
But I cannot believe that he said that he's doing the whole like 56 no furnace, colder than balls and everything.
I just sleep
like
so
that.
good when it's cold.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, everybody
Crazy.
does. It's science.
Yeah, I like science.
it's stupid crazy.
It's science.
But I don't know if I could think of any other questions. I mean, like,
Because it's kind of an on-the-spot thought.
Hey, you
yeah.
got time for another one? That's a
Oh,
good question.
ooh, yeah.
one that's probably tough is when they knock on your door and do you have time to talk about your Lord and Savior?
You know,
Jesus
I've never had them come to my house.
Hey, do you have do you have time to talk about your car's extended warranty?
Hey, am I catching you at a bad time, sir? Yes, we're right in the middle of dinner, sir. It's 10 o'clock at night.
Where were you yesterday? Can anyone back that up?
Yeah.
Why were you? What were you doing on September 12th between the time of 12 and 4?
Do you know why we're here, sir? Good guess. Good guess. Your guess is good as
Oh
mine, sir.
man, questions you love to hear, questions you hate to hear. I
Yeah.
love that one. That's a good one, man. Because I mean, there's so many. When you go to like the BMV, or you go to somewhere like the cell phone store, or anything like that, those monotonous questions that you've been asked
Yeah.
5,000 times. The best one though, when you go to the doctor for your yearly checkup. Are you a drug user?
Nope.
Are you depressed? Like the other day, I went in for something, and maybe the old ticker beat there, and I went in, and she said, "Are you depressed?" I was like, "Oh yes, terribly." Like I do not even want to
Well,
come out of my room.
this sound- like, it sounds terrible.
She comes up from her keyboard and looked at me, and I'm like, "I'm just kidding. I'm totally." Fine.
It was shortly after Mom passed away because I do my annual physical in October, so Mom been gone about 2 months, and that lady goes, "Oh, I don't think it was Jan. It might have been somebody else. Didn't know me or my mother." And she goes, "So have you been feeling down lately?" And I looked at her and I go, "Yes, my mom died 60 days ago from cancer." She goes, "Yeah, that's going to cause it." She's like, "I'm so sorry." And I was like,
Mark you for an 8.
Describe your pain. Okay, we'll mark you as an 8.
well, and, like it was just one of those deals. Like she did. And looking back, it's wild how you can kind of not joke but laugh about those things. But
Right.
because the days get better. And
How
keep
many
your head up,
alcoholic beverages do you consume in a week?
2 beers, 2 cases.
Shit. You know what I mean? Like that would be
yeah, it's there's some good ones there.
Oh man.
Do you watch what you eat? Yeah, when I'm shoveling it
when
in
it
my
goes
mouth.
in my gullet?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly right. Smoke, what you got?
Do you take stuff in the stall with you, like the shitter stall? I walked into to the bathroom the other day, up to the urinal, to the urinus there. And I noticed out of the corner of my eye, the feller there in the stall next to the urinus, he had his laptop leaned up against the wall.
Do what now?
Yeah, like it. So you could see like the stall door or the wall don't go down all the way.
Right.
And apparently he just dropped trowel and sat down and leaned his laptop up against the back wall.
So he
of the
wasn't
stall.
actually like typing while he was
No,
pooping.
no, it was just leaning in there, but that just grosses me out.
Where was he supposed to put said laptop while?
Why would you take it in the bathroom?
Well, maybe
Everybody
he
got
was,
a desk.
Leave it at your workstation. Yeah.
Well, maybe he was on his way from one workstation to the next.
There's a little water cooler right outside.
Had to shitter. Well, yeah, but you don't want nobody stealing your laptop.
Who's going to steal a laptop they can't get into?
And that thing's locked down like Fort Knox. You got to have a badge to get into everywhere over there.
Yeah, they'd
the
know.
shitter?
No, but any door, you can't, like, you know who's in the building all the time where they're at.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, like I'm saying, like if somebody was just gonna like play a prank on you and you left your
It's your fault, because if you don't like your computer anytime you walk away from it, that's a...
Probably a violation of some sort. So it's weird at the resort because there's one main bathroom that it seems like everybody that works there uses. And so some guys, predominantly phones, because you hear them laughing in there.
Now, I
the
understand, like,
guys-
stuff in your pocket. Like, I don't pull my wallet out of my pocket to go into the can.
Well, you don't want to drop it in the water. Then you're fishing out.
oh man, I've guilty as charged.
A wallet?
Cell phone, shirt pocket,
Yeah, that's a tough spot.
Your shirt?
shirt pocket.
There's
I
so
bent over to do some plunging or something, David. Yes,
so
I got
the
clogged the shitter, and then I was going to
shitter's
declog,
full, Clark. Shitter's full.
unclog the shitter.
Oh, so you dropped your phone on top of the log jam.
Yes, it was on top. Well, more so on the
Paper
the,
jam.
the shit tickets there.
Yeah.
the
You're
log.
using way too much toilet.
Yeah, I know.
There's a-
This
there-
is definitely pre-bidet.
Yeah. Oh, God, I love
Yeah,
it.
circa bidet.
There's a guy that
For
works
show.
in our receiving department because sometimes when I'm getting to the office, they're getting ready to take break. And sometimes after morning coffee and water on the drive up, like we got to get there to the closest one.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got to pee. And he'll go into the stall and legitimately he'll pull up whatever he's watching on TV and he just sits in there. Like I've been in there where I've gotten there late and like he'll watch a 30-minute episode
On the can.
on the can.
He's probably got. He's probably got the biggest goddamn hemorrhoids you've ever seen in your life.
I
Did
don't
you
even
know
I don't even know if he drops his britches.
that's
I
a
think
huge
he just.
contributing factor for hemorrhoids? Sitting too long.
It makes sense. There's
Shit,
that
yeah, you're sitting too. All that pressure
Pressure
on your
right
old,
The old
keister.
the old turd cutter there.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
The old
But
tater hole.
When you talk about taking stuff into,
the old balloon.
if I
knot.
can prevent taking anything in, like I don't like to take anything in.
Oh, yeah. That's
If not, I'm hopeful that like a backpack or something that I could hang on the hooks because I don't want anything to touch the floor.
I'll take a
that's
foot-
what
a
I
foot
think got me
rest.
the most, because it's right next to the urinus. So, I mean, not everybody's aiming or gives a shit, you know.
Yeah, I got a
How
3-year-old
many
that just
times
fires.
you go in and there's like weird wet spots on the floor, like maybe somebody let the sink.
That you don't even want your shoes to be in, let
Right.
alone your. That's disgusting.
What about the back of your pants when you're shitting and something like that? God
man.
damn.
You got to hike them up as
I
best
had
you can.
that. I had just recently experienced that.
No worse feeling in the world.
I know it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't my own urine. That's the worst part. Like it was someone else's urine. And that's even
Oh,
worse.
you poor bastard.
It was
Now
somebody.
you know how Dave feels when he used to sit in that white chair that you.
Well, he did not
desecrated
sit
one
in
night.
my
Dry.
saturated urine.
yeah, it was dry.
It was just the remnants of a beer pee, which is literally clear as crystals. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. God.
just
yeah.
get past it.
Yeah. Get
Move
over it.
along.
Broken record.
Oh my!
Year. I don't usually take anything but my phone into the shitter. But like in our locker room at work, we'll come out of the break room, get some, after we get done eating lunch. And then come out of the break room, then you got a little kitchen area where we got the sink and the fridge and all that jazz, time clock and all that, what you has you. Fill up my water jug, ice machine, get her all topped off, ready for the second half or first half or whatever have you. Go into the locker room to take a shit, but then I usually just set my water jug on the bench before I go into the stall to go to take a dumper.
Yeah, and that's
I
a little
don't
different because we don't have a locker. It's just a bathroom.
right.
I
Yeah,
can-
so I don't take my lunch bucket or anything like that into the stall with me. But
If I thought you were taking your lunch into a public shitter stall,
yeah,
gosh, I'd have some real judgment.
yeah.
There'd be
Well, I did shit at the Maryland Heights This is, man, I've already gone too far.
Okay. You don't have to go any further.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We'll just pull out.
Barefooted. That's what I was. Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that day? That was a tough
that
spot,
was-
man. I was ripped out of my mind on that deal. Glad my wife don't listen to this show because she would probably
I
never
had to
play.
think about Maryland Heights, and I was like, "Oh, that's where
probably
we're
never
at."
play footsie again there. I mean, I'm not like saying I put my feet in human fecal matter, but it was.
He's not saying he didn't either.
Yikes! There may have been some urine.
Good news is the hike up the hill would have cleaned all that
Oh
off.
God, that was
That was a tough spot. But I think you see a lot of people. I always thought it was bad. People would be courthouse. There were some attorneys that were famous for taking calls or making calls while on the shitter.
I do it all the time.
I can't.
I
I don't
talk on
like
the
it.
phone all the time when I'm taking a dump.
There's no way.
Why? Like if you're at home in your own house, you're taking a shit, the door's shut, it's quiet, there's nothing
You
going
got the
on.
fan on. You don't turn the fan on?
No, not until after I'm done. Just for common courtesy. I like to bask in my own stank, bruh. Bruh. I like to get a full nose full.
For some reason, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, like that whole poopery crap that you put in the bowl before you shit. Dumb. Waste of money. I do a lot of business on the shitter there. Like
Yeah.
more than just your average BM. Like I'm just talking
I
away.
think that's the best part of a BM is a time for personal reflection.
Well, you don't look at your phone.
He's got an app where he goes through some yoga mantras, and he just
No, I probably check my phone some here and there.
the Calm app. He's got the Calm app. Breathe in during this circle.
Most of the time, it's like just check the weather real quick. But I'm normally just want to get in there.
Looks like it's gonna rain today. Oh, feel better.
I just feel like there's no better time to clear your thoughts than when you're clearing your bowels, and no sense in cluttering it up with other business and jargon, you know?
No sense of cluttering it up with any other business. I don't know. So at my house, there's nowhere to go. Like you don't get any free time, or like Justine doesn't really like. Sometimes she'll lock herself in her room, and the kids will die. They'll slide ransom notes under the door, or like open it up, or we're gonna burn the house down, stuff like that. Not really, but So sometimes it's quiet, and I'm in there taking a shit, and hey, I'm gonna call and just they don't know.
If one of my kids comes and talks at me through the door while I'm taking a shit, I feel like it's an attack on my personal sanity.
Well, Dave, you don't pee outside like on away turf, so I'm not surprised.
I do get stage fright real easy.
Peeing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. I like to go in the stall. I had to
No, I
go in
don't
the
do
stall at
that.
the Gaslight the other night because I couldn't go because there was like 4 guys waiting in line, and then
Oh, see, I just turn around and walk away.
what?
Can't do it.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I would love to get behind the science of that because I've never had a problem peeing in front of anybody.
Oh God!
No.
You ain't never been. Well, yeah, you've been to Wrigley and tried to piss
Yeah.
in the troughs and all that.
You go down to Tri-State Speedway
There
as a
it
young
is.
lad. That's
There
another
it was.
area.
That one right there may have been the straw that broke the proverbial
Now,
camel's
if
back.
I've been drinking and I'm a few beers in, like if I can get on stage and sing, like I'll piss in your pocket if you need me to. Like it's not a problem. But at a regular like work day, like if I got to go.
Oh yeah, I've been drunk, and I mean, me and Couch Guy have pissed in the same hole before. Yeah, I mean that's for sure. But like for me, Tri-State Speedway, like you say, any sort of open urinal pissing trough where multiple men are urinating at the same time, sometimes across from one another.
Yeah.
Oh, that freaked me out.
It's wild, buddy. I mean, because it's like a train wreck. Because if I'm gonna look at your dick,
Yeah.
and there ain't nothing you can do about it, and you're gonna look at mine, and it's just gonna be a thing. And then there for a minute, as long as you don't make eye contact with one another,
And smile.
and we're fine.
Man, the anxiety.
I know it,
of
bud. I know
piss
it.
splatter.
I know it. No, it's a. So you got a big divider here.
Oh,
So you got
I was picturing like a big old water trough.
No.
Everybody's just-
We're not. No, there's no chance that you could get hit by a straight.
Because I'm pretty sure if somebody pissed on me, that'd probably be. We've talked about this.
That was the ultimate prank when you in the communal shower world. You'd get all clean and rinsed off, and then somebody standing by you just peeing on your leg.
I guess I wouldn't know unless I was there, but I am fairly confident that I would rip somebody's throat out of their like I would.
You're gonna want to bleep those, Dave.
Oh no, that's raw emotion, and that's what we like.
Dave, you think that you would until you do it to somebody else, and you get this big laugh, and then it's worth it.
There is no way. I can't pee in a bathroom with somebody within 3 feet of me.
Let
I ain't got
alone-
that good of a stream.
Can I tell you guys a quick story about a guy peeing on another person?
Go ahead.
This blows my mind.
Can I
ahead,
tell you?
Colin.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. So up in the city of Terre Haute, Indiana,
Yeah.
there is a festival called the Walk. It's a homecoming celebration for the Indiana State University's Fighting Sycamores, where all of the bars in the whole campus open up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. And you literally start on the far end away from the camp, from the football field, and you walk,
Oh, I get the concept.
to the stadium. But in order to make it there, you have to.
Thanks for breaking it down for me, Ray
thanks,
Man.
Mr. Obvious. You go to you got to stop at every bar on the way, and everybody's got drink specials. It's a crazy deal. It's fun as hell. I've done it before several times. There's a bar on Wabash Avenue, kind of down towards the stadium a little farther, that has like it's a very small bar, but they have an outdoor like beer garden area
Yeah.
where there's 2,500 people, maybe not, maybe 100 or 200 people in a very small space, and there's only like 4 porta-johns in this whole entire facility.
Seems like not enough.
It's not. And the lines are like 20 deep the whole way across. It's terrible. So there's about 6 or 8 of us in our group, guys and gals, and us guys were like, hey, I feel like we're far enough along into this day where we could make this work with our empty keg beer cups. So we decide that we're going to form a wall to where the guy that we're not facing in, we're kind of like facing out, and like maybe we were facing in because we're like conversating, and then the guy's just standing there, peeing in the cup. Well, maybe the one guy that I will 100% leave nameless, huge fan of the show.
Here it goes. Here
he goes.
Blonde hair, 5'3".
Lives on Sunset Drive.
No hair. He pees in this cup. Well, the cup's getting full.
His cuppeth runneth over.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh my God, I need another cup. I need another cup." So like somebody hands him another cup, but then in the somewhere in the transition, the full cup was dropped, causing urine.
Now, see, that's not getting pee. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so the urine splatters. But
Yeah.
wait,
Oh, boy.
there was several people in this group that were like-minded with you, Mr. Smoker, and scared of just a little bit of pee-pee.
Bodily fluids on you.
Just spooked of the uranus all over their legs, and it scatters. The wall is compromised.
Crumbles.
The citadel is no more.
Yep.
Which then continues. I mean, you can't stop at that point. So there he is standing in a sea of 400 people just pissing. And these poor people were walking right by. And it's so crowded and so crazy.
Oh, no.
Music pumping and everything. Doosh, 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 shit going on, And they're just walking by. Shoo, shoo. And they've all got like piss stripes on their legs where they have literally walked through this guy's piss stream the whole way. And they were completely oblivious. And we are literally on the point of like dying of laughter because, I mean, he's either going to go to jail, we're going to get a fight, like something crazy is going to happen. but it didn't, and that's one of the wildest peeing stories I've ever had.
Boy.
Dave, you got anything to top that?
Nope. I'm just.
Mind blown.
Happy to be here.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Here we go. All
right, well,
there's
hey.
that. Okay.
Because soup
Yep,
season's
okay.
officially over.
Uh-huh.
Soup season is officially over.
She gone.
It's over. We made 4 things of soup.
2.
And, well, no, he kind of had one last week.
Oh, okay.
And then there are a couple here and there.
Chicken noodle. wing
Anyways,
chili,
not every idea we come up with is a good one. But this one is going to be good.
Okay.
This is Dear Dutchman. Kind of like, well, exactly like Dear Abby.
Or
If you...
letter to the editor. Is it both?
No, letter to the editor
editor's
is not normally anonymous.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want to post your name.
Oh yeah. So the Dear Abby.
So this is very much Dear Abby.
Dear Dutchman.
First time this is...
Real quick here.
okay.
Who is Abby?
She's the lady that responds.
She was the lady. I think she's dead.
Yeah.
But they've kept it that way. Yeah.
Oh.
His National
Abby
Syndicate
Garfunkel.
article.
Who?
You're making.
Abby Garfunkel?
She was married to
Simon.
the Garfunkel of Simon and Garfunkel.
Might have been distant cousins, but she was from Massachusetts.
And
Are you serious
and
right
he was
now?
from California. No, it doesn't matter. Anyways, so Dear Dutchman, you send us something where you say,
there
hey,
goes that thought.
I want this part of the Dear Dutchman segment. We will keep it anonymous. So here we go. From Am I a Bad Parent? Good morning, Wanderers. First off, love the show and the influence you have all started to spread around our community. Good, bad, and indifferent. Our community needs to hear others' thoughts in order to understand there is more than one way to evolve/mature. It's football season now, and it brought me to a wondering session as I picked up my oldest child from practice and saw the entire field surrounded by what seemed to be spectators, but turned out to be parents in lawn chairs watching their children. I have mixed feelings on this topic. Am I a bad parent because I don't go to practice? A good parent because I drop them off and teach them that they need to learn to listen to their coaches? Or when did this even start? Because I don't remember ever seeing this growing up. All this being said, I didn't play sports as a child, so I don't have real world experience. So I turn to you Wanderers to shine some light on this topic for me. I feel that sports should be intended to teach discipline and character, 2 things the up-and-coming workforce needs. As we all know from being parents, our children act differently when we are not around. And as much as they can get... Oh, wait, hold on here. As we all know from being parents, our
Use your
children
finger.
act
Use your finger.
differently when we are not around. And as much as I would love to be there for them every moment, I believe they need as much positive influence as they can get as they become young men and women. Sorry for the rambling, but my final thoughts on sports and practice is that it should be treated no differently than school or work. It is a time for our children to experience the world and be taught from another perspective. And with us as parents watching every move, we are robbing our children and coaches of experience. Casey, Smoke, please make it a point to share your feelings on this so we can all hear from as many sides as possible, because we all know this topic will be railroaded by a certain member of your group. I won't say if it is Arlo or Missile Lips, but we all have our opinions. All jokes aside, keep up the great work and content. Thanks again, Am I a Bad Parent? I don't think you're a bad parent at all for not going to your practice. As a coach of the middle school level that I am at and high school level, I don't like parents showing up to practice. I think that it becomes a distraction to a certain extent. I think that kids should be, time away from parents. I think our writer, our dear Dutchman writer this week is right on the money. I think that, we've talked about this. I know, Dave, you're not a big sport guy, but it's growing on you that there's a lot of these lessons you can't learn if mom and dad are critiquing every moment when you get in the car. Hey, I saw this happen in practice. What was that all about? Or I saw this happen. What was that all about? I think that for me as a coach, I much thoroughly enjoy having no parents at practice, because there is also then so-and-so's dad shows up at practice. That's why he's playing more. No, it's not about that. Now, with our kids in bitty sports and they're young, We don't do the drop off and leave thing because they are so young. Feel like there's still some responsibility to be there. Which it's, kind of fun to watch at that age, but I'm sure when we get to the point where they're older, dropped off and we're going to go do something else.
That was going to be my point. I think like middle school, 2nd or 3rd grade, like once the kids know.
Mid-elementary school.
What did I say? Middle school.
school.
Yep, I'm in elementary school. Like Will Billy, soccer, still left him alone, or pardon me, did not leave him alone at soccer practices, mainly because it's like it seemed like a dick move to put some volunteer dad over a bunch of kindergartners that don't know what the hell.
All
they're
hell
doing.
could break loose fast.
Right. The middle boy, he was like real freaked out to be left alone. Probably through 2nd grade, like just worried if like we'd ever find him again, I think, or if, like he'd get kidnapped or something.
Generally anxious kid.
Yeah. But I feel like by 2nd or 3rd grade, like it's like, okay, enough people there,
Yeah.
somebody that knows me or your mom. But yeah, so I'm there. I don't stick around for practices after 2nd or 3rd grade, but up till that point, just to be sure kids are.
Just because of where I live, I usually drive up there to practice and I'll drop them off. And then I'll just like sit in my car or take a nap, or my wife always says, you should go for a walk, or something like that.
Well, she's right. Get out and
she
get some
is.
fresh air.
We know that
Her
she's
and
right.
TikTok user 679er.
Whatever. But I'm not going to railroad this topic, as this wanderer said. Allegedly. But I do have quite a bit to weigh in on this because I've been one of these coaches that he's describing. And it is tough to deal with as a parent. And for me, I grew up athletic. You grew up athletic. Couch guy grew up athletic.
Yeah.
You did not. So the people you can definitely tell the people who didn't grow up athletic and the people who did grow up athletic, because 95% of the time the people that are staying after practice and are staying there and watching practice and stuff, no, that's wrong. 65 to 70% of the people that are staying there, they're usually are not the ones that were in a shit ton of sports when they were younger. Or they just like me, they don't want to drive back home. But I don't think for the minute, now some situations may be like Weston, like the middle child, where they get a little freaked out, if mom and dad leaves or whatnot, and Evelyn did. My oldest daughter, she, oh God, like if gymnastics, that was a tough spot because there was a little spot that they used to go to gymnastics at, very intimate, no cell phone signal, basically like being in a bomb shelter, nothing going on, like 2 rows of chairs, and it's me and a bunch of moms.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. So
Dances like that.
just definitely sit in my car. But what I say is it's not the parents that sit there and watch that's the problem. It's the parents that sit there and try to talk to their kids while you're trying to coach. Like, pay attention to him now.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Or if it's like if you're running in different stations and you may be all over the field and they literally get up and go, with them to different stations. Or if you're in a if you're in a batting cage feeding a pitching machine, and you're trying to watch them, they're trying to watch you feed the ball into the throat, and when it comes out, they pick the ball up and hit. Mm-hmm. And then you got a lady behind the backstop saying, okay, now be ready. When I say swing, you swing.
Yeah.
You know,
like she can be on time.
And then I tell I did. I said, ma'am, you're not helping him at all.
You're making it worse.
Yes. Is there any way that maybe you could just go hang out on the bleachers and give him a break? Or, I don't know how I said it, but it's like, she doesn't understand. You know what I mean? Because She never played baseball.
No.
She never did anything like this. They've never played. This woman never played football. She doesn't know how to get in a 3-point stance. She doesn't, So with that being said, just stay the hell in your car. Don't go to practice.
Well, we do a parents meeting, and I don't remember my parents ever having to go to a parents meeting, but we do a parents meeting, and I introduce my staff, and we talk about our experience and what we expectations of everything, and I think we've been very fortunate that we haven't had a lot of that. Now that's not to say last 5 or 10 minutes of practice, Dad rolls in, usually probably sees us running them or chewing ass about something going on. Because I think that's another thing, too, from a coaching perspective. There's a little bit of a trust tree there. There's a vulnerability where these kids have screwed up or messed up or done something wrong, and you're trying to correct that behavior. And I think when there's a parent there, there's maybe an embarrassment maybe that makes it worse, because then there's not, I'm sure Oldest Smoke has come home from practice where we've had a bad day.
Yeah.
And it's pretty clear we've had a bad day. But that stays between us. Not that there's any secrets. Like if a parent wanted to ask me what we did at practice, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Like I'd say, we just shitty practice. We weren't listening. We weren't paying attention.
Yeah,
so we ran.
We ran poles till it puked.
We ran, But I think that when you've been doing it long enough as a coach, you got to set those boundaries early, because parents talk. And I really pride myself on trying not to have parent issues, because one, I don't care. We'll have that conversation. Like, I'm not afraid to have the confrontation that you think little Jimmy's supposed to be playing more than what he really is, and it's not the case. But I think you got to lay those expectations out, and I think it would be better. So if we have some parents that listening to this and they follow their kid on the field and they do this or do that, hey, go sit in the car and read a book.
Yeah.
Get out of your kids where your kid can see you. Mm-hmm. Go for that walk. Even go to the other parking lot somewhere and just find a spot to sit and relax until practice is
Enjoy
up.
your quiet time.
Because your kids need time away from you too.
Yeah.
And they need time around people that are responsible and respectful. And coaches, that's part of the coaching thing.
Yeah. There's
that trust and belief that, they need to be coached by somebody, because they're going to have a boss someday, or they're going to deal with people someday. And you can't just, mom, dad aren't always going to be there.
That's it. I think he ties into that really well by saying, it's
He or she.
they, them. We'll just do.
We
that.
don't know their pronouns.
Yeah, well, they, them, or it. They.
Am I a bad parent?
Yeah.
Am I a bad parent? Says that too. Yeah, because it's only going to help groom them for the workforce. Being in school or work, and then up here it says again, where's it at here? Once here. When did it start? When did this shit start? Like when did this start?
I think it was sometime after us.
It had to be, because I know for a fact my dad always coached baseball, but he never played football, so he didn't. They didn't know. He dropped me off. I would assume maybe he sat in a lawn chair somewhere and watched from afar, but I can't remember as a young lad, like watching my dad or mom follow me around. I've watched my mom come to pick me up after practice when I was like a freshman or an 8th grader, after we just got done running 25 gassers, or did Tell City drills for 2 hours because some guys decided to dick off on the bus ride home. Not mentioning any names or pointing any fingers.
Leave couch guy alone.
But you get back in the car and she's like, "What the hell did you guys do? Did you puke over there? Is that what I saw?" And I'm like, "Shut up, Mom. Just take me home." You know what I mean?
But the fact that you would talk to that sweet little sister that way,
good Lord,
tough guy. She does listen to the show
very religiously.
All right, so hey, we don't think you're being a bad parent. Don't feel that way. Parents that listen to this, maybe get away from practice if you're one of them ones that's a helicopter parent. I think that's a term.
Oh boy.
And
Chopper mom.
here we are. It is time for everybody's savory and favorite segment, the Merkley and Sons Choice Cut Questions of the Week for the fellas. Welcome to Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week for the fellas, sponsored by Merkley and Sons. Guess what, Smoke?
What's that?
They're the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. I know you guys aren't going to believe this, but I had a dream the other night.
What?
Quite unusual, but I remember the details of this one vividly. I was down at the ballpark. Warmer weather was upon us, and all was right in the world. It was in between games down at Southside Park, coaching, managing, leading the young men, future leaders of the Raider baseball program, and I decided to get me something to eat. I head to the concession stand and ask for a burger. Smoke,
Tell me.
you want to know what they handed me?
What'd they hand you?
It wasn't a hot, delicious Merkley seasoned patty.
Oh, no.
I woke quickly in a cold sweat with an uneasiness. What a nightmare. But good news. I'm stocked with Merkley seasoned patties, and I'm throwing some on the grill ASAP. Get yours today. It won't be long, and we'll all be back at the Diamond. Today's questions come from Miss Carissa Phillips, who at the shindig said, hey, did you get my questions? And I said, you know what I did? And we're going to go to him next, just because you asked about it. And I appreciate it. First question, if you donate hair to a place that makes wigs or uses hair for transplants, and the new owner of the donated hair commits murder and hair is left at the scene, will the donator be charged? As one licensed to practice law in the state of Indiana, I'm just going to say the answer is probably no, because we're going to be able to resolve that issue. You could show or prove you donated that hair. And if anything, it actually would make it worse because there's probably a record of who bought that hair. So you got to still commit the crime. Now, may they come question you? Maybe. There's a possibility. But I would think that's an easy alibi.
Man, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Wow.
My analysis of it or the question?
The question.
Oh, the question, I don't.
Surprised I never thought of that.
If you donate your hair to a place that makes wigs, I've done that. I've done it. But I did it. I donated mine to a place that actually gives the wigs away and they don't sell them.
Yeah, and I don't think you'd ever know who your wig was going to. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
what-
you do.
Well, like a Locks for Love deal, they probably do.
Yeah, well,
I donated mine to Pantene Give Life or Pantene.
yeah, but
something.
you don't know the end user, do you?
Yeah, they'll say your hair. No, they don't. They don't give you like their name and shit. But
That's
they
what
say,
I mean. Like, you
they say
won't know
your
that-
hair was donated to this state or whatever. Kind of.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe
I think
I'm
it's
wrong.
just-
But and also depending on, I mean, there's other factors that go into the investigation, but with DNA and genetic material, they can tell some things about who the person that DNA came from, and it may not fit the. I mean, I'm just saying that I don't think that murder would be done by the person that received the new wig and then the hair, and then next thing you know, they're kicking in your door to arrest you. I mean, I think there's some more.
Well, let's just hope not.
Yeah. And it's
That's
kind
a
of
tough spot. I guess there could be some classic mix-ups here. I mean, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like a good detective is going to get through to the bottom of it. And it's an easy alibi. Yeah, I donated.
And if there's a hair that falls out of a wig, surely it's going to have some sort of
So really, what we're
glue
getting
or
to-
something else.
yeah.
What we're driving at here is we'd all be wise to donate some hair. You always have that to fall back on.
Yeah.
I donated hair once. Yeah, you're.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to donate hair.
Your beard.
Nobody wants this.
Yeah, nobody's
Beard
gonna be like,
Somebody
you know what
could
I
use some
like?
pubes or something somewhere. you know, I don't know.
All right, second question. How long will you let something expire and still eat it? For example, ketchup or canned goods.
Those don't expire.
Ketchup doesn't go bad.
And neither do canned goods.
Neither do canned goods. I'll beg to differ. Sometimes, I mean, I've opened up some pretty funky green beans and shit before.
Really?
Yeah. But those dates
Suggestions.
Yeah, that like that milk is so ultra pasteurized.
No, I stick pretty close to the date on them.
No way, dude.
We'll do the smell test on the
Yes.
date.
So
I mean, these smell tests will tell you if it's bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get one that is right on the date. Some you get that it's a
Well,
week past.
right, but
Sometimes when it starts smelling sour, that shit needs to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a suggestion. I use my best.
Yeah,
judgment.
bread products don't go by the date; go by whether or not it's moldy or hard.
Hard, yeah.
Apparently, yeasty is not an issue.
Nope, not a problem.
No.
Then
We got a werewolf in the driveway out there.
What the hell's going on?
it's probably fine.
It is full moon.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? William came in and said that Dre was out there howling, and I've never heard
Yeah.
him howl before.
There he is. He's getting
Yeah, that's exactly
Coyotes.
what it sounded like.
Coyotes are going
Yeah.
nuts.
That's what it sounded like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Expiration dates, don't follow them. I'll give a smell test, give the old sniffer a try. I'll also look at appearance, and I'll do kind of like the small taste, like when it comes to condiments and
Oh,
other stuff.
boy.
Like a little taste just to see. Live dangerously. So, Carissa, thank you for the questions. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming out Saturday.
Good seeing you.
We
Always.
appreciate your support. Please continue to send in questions if you got them, or if you need a little life advice there. The Dear Dutchman, we're here to help.
That's right.
So we'll do both. Now,
I think that segment's going to be a good hit.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Don't be sad, Smoke,
I'll try not to.
that it's over. Because good news is you get to edit this.
Yeah.
But be glad this happened, that we could get together. Season 2, episode 2. We're rolling with a full head of steam down the hill.
Got the old gas fireplace rolling.
Yeah, once we get that digitally, because I'm a little bit chilled.
I'm freezing.
I don't know how you're freezing.
No,
'cause
I
it's
mean,
right
like
on your
when
back.
I get up and leave, I'm going to be freezing.
Yeah, I'd never changed over here.
I told David that
You're
I'm
blocking the heat.
turned into a big bitch lately because man.
Well, I think it's because the doc told you it was about the caffeine and alcohol and causing you
Yeah,
to
I
I feel like we're putting our last thoughts before the cart.
Yeah. Anyways, it is time for the last pass. The last pass is proudly brought to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. The fellas have been active on their social media accounts, pushing out hot deals that won't last long. Hopf Outdoor Power works hard to be your one-stop shop for sales, service, and parts. Keep a close eye on their social media accounts. Jared and the boys are posting great deals all the time. And there is one thing that we have noticed. Those great deals aren't lasting very long. You have to act quick or you're going to miss out. Also, and I hate to bring it up, but right now is the time to be getting your tractor, mower, or utility vehicle ready for those long winter months. Whether you are preparing to move snow or just parking it for the winter, head over to the service desk today to get your equipment protected for the winter.
All right.
All right. What do you got, buddy?
Last pass. So, couch guy. We had a couch guy tonight.
Liked it. Liked
Yep.
it. Thanks for coming, couch guy.
Yeah. Hey, that was awesome. Hopefully we don't just hopefully we don't lose this one, so we could be what?
0 for 3.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Good shape.
Season 2, episode 2. That's wild to say, but I'm excited to see what's in store for the future. I don't know, man. I'm at a loss for words all of a sudden. Just
Mark that down.
keep on keep on wondering and keep on sending these Dear Dutchman stuff in, because I really like to do this. I like opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one, and I just I love to see the opinions of us three. Sometimes most of the time they're on the same page, sometimes they're not, and I think that's what makes this a good dynamic for all of us. I think it really works, and hopefully they'll like our opinions on some of these things. So
Say we'll find out very quickly.
Yes.
Smoke Dragon, what do you have to say for your last pass?
Not a lot. Excited to get going tonight. Excited for a new season. When this one comes out, we'll have been recovering from probably our last party, our last shindig of 2023.
Well, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, well, you're right.
what about Friendsgiving?
Oh, God.
Oh, we should do.
Shut up. We ain't even close
Yeah,
to being done.
you know what? I'm just happy to be
It's like
here.
we're riding off into the sunset.
There ain't no sunset
Hey,
because the sun's always shining on a badass.
That's right.
there you go.
That's my final thought.
What you got, big guy?
Right there.
Something we haven't mentioned, failed to mention. Our buddy, our sponsored athlete, Chase Bland.
Oh yeah.
I saw him tonight, played hoops. I said, anybody fouls this guy is going to get a freaking knuckle sandwich right in the kisser, right in the soup cooler, because that's our guy. If you haven't heard, and we'll have Chase in, we'll talk to him about it a little bit and everything, but the gist of it was Boston only takes 23,000 runners. Boston, if they receive over 23,000 runners, they start at the 2 hour and 59 minute mark, and they just start eliminating people. Not eliminating like in a bad way, but like
Nobody's dying.
Yeah, nobody's dying. You just
To the hole.
You're just bounced out of qualifications. Our buddy Chase missed by 3 minutes. And I told him, I was like, man, it feels so bad. 3 minutes. Like, you run for almost 3 hours and 3 minutes makes the deal. And he goes, think about the people that ran for 3 hours and missed out on a minute, 30 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever it is. So he ran this weekend in Indianapolis, and he went out and destroyed.
Yeah.
10 minutes faster than what he was when he ran in April. Said he felt great. He was at our shindig on Saturday, up and about, looked good, looked great. So we couldn't be more proud of Chase. Head on over to his stuff and say hi and congratulate him. But we'll get him here in the lounge, and he can recount, kind of more in detail and everything.
Neighbor boy down the road who he finished.
Tyler,
too.
Tyler, he had a PR as well. So proud of those guys for running. Proud of Chase. But just November is a good month to be thankful, Dave. And I'm thankful for you guys. We couldn't say it enough on Saturday how grateful we are for everybody that supports, and we still feel that way. We may not get everything right, but we sure do try pretty damn hard. So, anyways, 202 in the can, fellas. And with that, Dutchman out.
Dutchman.